Welcome friends, I'm glad you are here. Today, we are flowing through a Sacral Chakra practice, a class designed to invite flexibility, creativity, and ease back into the body. This flow is inspired by the element of water. We'll move through soft transitions, side bends, spirals, and heart-opening shifts to reconnect with sensation, emotion, and intuitive movement. Whenever you're ready, take a moment to arrive on your mat. Let the posture settle, let your breath slow down naturally. As you inhale, allow the breath to move into the lower belly. As you exhale, release unnecessary tension, especially through your shoulders and jaw. From here, begin to make your way into a child's pose, moving at your own pace. Let the hips rest back. Let the forehead lower. Allow your arms to relax. Take a few steady breaths here. Let the weight of the body drop back and notice when the breath begins to move on its own. If you're practicing with me regularly, you're welcome to subscribe the channel for more intentional breath-led flows like this. If your shoulders and neck start to soften and there's no urgency to adjust, that is a sign the body has settled. Stay here for another breath or two, and when you're ready, we'll start to move. From child's pose, slowly rise up into tabletop. Take a moment to feel the weight through your hands. Turn the fingers to point out to the sides and pause in the center. Take a breath in. As you exhale, begin to sway gently from side to side, letting the movement follow the rhythm of your breath, steady and unforced. When you are ready, turn the fingers back towards your knees. Press the heels of your palms down and begin to rock forward and back. Move slowly, staying within a comfortable range. Next, flip one hand at a time, stretching through the back of your wrist. Feel the line of activation from the wrist up through the forearm toward the elbow. Ease into it. Return to a neutral tabletop. Sway your head gently from side to side, loosen the neck without forcing. Keep the movement smooth and allow the breath to stay steady. Now bring your attention down into the legs and the feet. Extend your right leg straight back, toes pointing into the mat, stretching through the entire back line of the leg. Lower your right knee back down and switch sides. Keep the movement steady. Keep the movement slow and steady, allowing the stretch to travel through the leg. Notice how much range you need today, no more than that. Now let's sink the hips back towards your heels, arms reaching long overhead. Press the palms gently into the mat, using them as an anchor. Start slowly pulling the body forward, rounding through your spine. Let the movement travel gradually, opening into a gentle upper dog, allowing the head to follow naturally. And reverse the wave, returning slowly to child's pose. Move through this wave a few times, keeping the pace slow and intentional. Let each round explore a different area of the spine, as if you are moving into the corners one section at a time. You can repeat this as many times as you need today. Stay responsive to what your body is asking for. And let the movement remain steady and unforced. After your final spinal wave, lower your torso all the way down to the mat. Place your fingertips or your palms on the mat, slightly wider than the shoulders, in line with your head. Begin to stack your elbows over your wrists and draw the shoulder blades in toward the spine. On an inhale, slowly extend your arms, lifting your chest. At the top, gently sway your head to the right, keeping the shoulders steady. Bring the head back to center. Take an inhale. As you exhale, lower the body back down to the mat. Inhale again, lift into upper dog. From here, gently sway the head to the left. Pause. Then return to center. Inhale, and as you exhale, release the body back down. Repeat the same sequence once more. Press into the hands, lift your chest. Small head movement to the right. Back to center. Lower down. Lift again into upper dog. Small head movement to the left. Return to center. Exhale and release. For the next 2 rounds, lift into upper dog and keep the head centered, focusing on neutralizing the spine and organizing the posture. Exhale to lower back down. Repeat once more, moving with control. After your final release, extend your arms out to the sides into a T shape, palms resting on the mat. Allow the body to settle for a moment. Then bend your right knee and begin to roll onto your left side, guiding your right leg across your body. If it's available to you, reach your left hand back to capture the right foot. Gently kick your foot into your hand to deepen the stretch through the front of the body. Keep your shoulders relaxed and avoid enforcing the range. If that point doesn't serve you today, stay with the basic twist. Let your head turn naturally and take a few steady breaths here. When you're ready, slowly unwind back to center, returning to the T shape. Switch sides. Bend your left knee, roll onto the right side, and guide the leg across into the twist. Again, you can reach your right hand back to capture the left foot, kicking gently into your hand. Allow the spine to rotate gradually without forcing the range. After a few breaths, returning back to center. From center, inhale back into tabletop. As you exhale, tuck your toes and lift your knees a little inch off the mat. Coming into bear pose, pause here. Let the shoulders stay steady, the spine organized. Hold for a moment until you feel the strength begin to build and a warmth accumulating through the body. Stay with your breath, firm and controlled. Now take an inhale. As you exhale, send both knees to the left, then sink your hips back towards your heels. Inhale to come back through center. Exhale, send your knees to the right and sink your hips back. Continue this pattern for 4 rounds, moving with the breath, keeping your shoulders steady and your core engaged. After the final round, return back to center. Take an inhale. As you exhale, lift your hips up and back into downward facing dog. Pause here. This is our first inversion of the practice, so give yourself a moment to settle. Feel the connection through the hands, the arms, the spine, the hips, and the backs of the legs. When the breath feels steady, begin to bend one knee at a time. Instead of thinking about bending the knees, imagine gently drawing the thighs closer towards your chest. That action brings strength into the core and support into the legs. Move slowly from side to side, keeping the spine long and the shoulders stable. Stay with this for a few breaths, allowing the body to fully arrive into this pose. Return to a neutral down dog. Inhale. Lift your right leg high into 3-leg dog, reaching back through heel. Exhale, step the foot forward into a low lunge. From here, press through your feet and rise up into crescent moon lunge. Reach your arms overhead, stack your shoulders over your hips. Draw your ribs in slightly so the spine stays long and supported. Now take the right hand to capture your left wrist. Exhale, take a controlled side stretch to the right. Exhale, take a controlled side stretch to the right, keeping both legs steady and the chest open. Stay for a breath or two, maintaining length rather than collapsing into the stretch. Inhale, come back to center. As you exhale, rotate the left foot and transition into a supported side plank. Extend your right leg long and strong. Reach your right arm high, opening the chest. Keep the body stable and your breath steady. Inhale, use a core to lift your torso upright. Exhale, bend your right knee and settle into half-side angle. Keep the spine long, let the shoulders stay relaxed. If you like to explore a variation, bring the top hand behind the back, peel the chest upward, adding a gentle twist through the upper spine. Allow the gaze to lift if the neck feels comfortable. Stay for a few breaths. Cartwheel the arms down, transitioning into a low lunge toward the back of the mat. Inhale, step back into three-leg dog. Exhale, return to down dog. Take an inhale, float the left leg back and up into three-leg dog. Exhale, step through into a low lunge, grounding the front foot, pressing down through both feet and rise smoothly into crescent moon lunge. Arms reach overhead. Let the pelvis settle beneath the ribs, spine upright and organized. Keep energy in the back leg, thigh engaged and supportive. Bring your left hand to hold your right wrist. Exhale, arc gently to the left. Maintaining stability through the legs and openness across your chest. Pause briefly, finding length rather than depth. Inhale, return to center. Exhale, pivot your right foot and shift into a supported side plank. Extend your left leg long and lift your left arm upward. Stabilize through the shoulders and keep your breath calm. On an inhale, engage the core to bring the torso upright with control. Exhale, bend your left knee and ease into half-side angle. Lengthen the spine. Let the shoulders soften. Slide the top hand behind the back, rolling the chest open into a subtle twist. The gaze may lift as long as the neck stays easy. Remain for a few breaths. To transition, circle the arms down, passing through a low lunge toward the top of the mat. Inhale, three-leg dog, the right leg high. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward. As you exhale, step your feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, slowly rise all the way up to standing. Exhale, stand tall and settle with the breath. Inhale, reach your arms up into mountain pose. Exhale. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, move into small back bend, lifting through the chest. Inhale, return back to center. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, step back into high plank. Inhale, shift forward, bringing the shoulders over your wrists. Exhale, take one more inhale. As you exhale, lower into low plank. Moving with control, inhale, press into upper dog. Exhale. Take one more inhale. Exhale, lift your hips up and high into downward facing dog. Now let's come to the second round. One breath, one movement. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold deeply. Inhale, rise up to mountain. Exhale, small back bend, lifting through your chest. Inhale, return to center. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower into low plank. Inhale, press into upper facing dog. Exhale, return to downward facing dog. Now, third round. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold deeply. Inhale, rise up to mountain. Exhale, take a small back bend. This time, extend your arms long and find a bind behind the back. Take one more inhale, opening through the chest. Exhale, fold forward, keeping the hands behind you. Move slowly here, there's no forcing. Allow the shoulders to open naturally as the body settles into the shape. When you arrive at the bottom, pause. Let gravity do the work. You might stay still or gently sway side to side. Release your hands. From here, move through your vinyasa and return to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg high into three-leg dog. Exhale, step the foot forward into lizard lunge. Pause here. Give the hips and legs a moment to settle. Let the opening happen naturally. Bring the right hand to the right temple. Inhale, open the chest to the right, twisting gently. As you exhale, guide your right elbow toward the center of the mat. It doesn't need to touch. Inhale, open back to the right. Exhale, return to center. Move through this 3 times, following your breath. On the last round, inhale, open to the right and pause. If it's available, bend your left knee and catch the foot. Use that connection as an anchor. Open the chest slightly more toward the sky. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, thread the right arm under the left. Immediately lift the hips, rotating the torso to face the back of the mat. Reach your left arm high, thinking of 2 lines here, hips drawing toward the crown and the left arm reaching across to the right. Pause and breathe. If you'd like to add another layer here, begin to slowly lift your heels, shifting more weight into the right palm. Another option, release the left hand behind the back, bring more focus into the twist. Peel the chest upward a little more, opening through the front of the body. Stay for a breath or 2. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, bend your left knee, rotate your left foot out, and transition into extended side angle. Reach actively through the top arm, creating length from your heel to the fingertips. Stay for a few steady breaths. Inhale, come up into Warrior 2 with the right knee bent and the left leg long, facing the top of the mat. Let the pelvis settle so the spine can rise effortlessly. Palms can face up or down. Inhale, rise into crescent lunge. Find strength and balance here with steady, even breaths. Take one more inhale, lengthen through the spine. As you exhale, move into revolved crescent. Press evenly through both feet to stabilize the legs. Maintain length through the spine before deepening the twist, keeping the chest broad and the neck relaxed. Release the right hand behind the back. Inhale, rise into exalted warrior. Breathe here. As you move and settle, feel the strength through the legs and glutes, the support of the core, and the openness across the front of the body. Let the breath guide the shape and allow the shape to channel the breath. Release the left hand and rotate the torso to face the top of the mat. Find the hands behind the lower back. Inhale, lift into a back bend. If it supports the opening, you're welcome to soften your back knee slightly to create more space across your chest. Slowly return to neutral and release the back heel down. Turn the left foot out about 45 degrees and fold forward into humble warrior. Pause here. Let the weight settle through the legs. Allow the shoulders release away from the ears. Let the arms naturally hang and give the shoulders time to open. Release the hands, shift into Skandasana, sinking the hips toward the right heel. Let the chest open and allow the arms to widen, creating space across the front of the body. Stay steady and breathe. Begin to rotate the torso and transition into lizard pose. The body is already open here, so allow the left knee to lower to the mat if it feels supportive. You may stay upright or bend the elbows and lower the chest closer to the ground. Pause for a moment, let the depth arrive gradually. When you're ready, lift the back knee again. Thread your right arm underneath the left leg. Bring the torso lower and shift the weight forward. If it's available, begin to lift both arms away from the ground, challenging the legs and the core. Stay steady through the base. Another option here is to find a bind behind the back, deepening the connection without rushing the ship. To take the practice a little further, you're welcome to explore Super Soldier as an option. Begin to shift weight into the right foot. Walk the left foot in to get there. Keep your right knee hugged in and your left leg active and strong. Begin to lift your left leg, engaging through the glutes and the thighs. If you can, bend the left knee and reach your right hand upward to capture the left foot. Stay steady through the legs. Stay light through your upper body. Hold for a breath or two. This is entirely optional. Take whatever steps allow you to stay connected to your breath and feel composed in the shape. Release the left foot back and plant both palms under your shoulders. Inhale, shift into side plank. Find the version that works for you, supported, full, or star side plank. Press firmly through the left palm, engage the core, and lift your hips higher. Let the shape feel stable and spacious. Hold for a few breaths. Take one more inhale. Exhale, flow through your vinyasa back to downward facing dog. Now let's move through the other side. Inhale, send your left leg high into three-leg dog. Exhale, step the foot forward into laser lunge. Take a moment to arrive. Let the hips soften and allow your leg to release into the shape without forcing depth. Bring the left hand to the left temple. Inhale, rotate the chest open to the left, creating space through the ribs. Exhale, guide your left elbow toward the center of the mat. No rush, it doesn't need to land. Inhale, open back to the left. Exhale, return to center. Move with breath. 3 rounds in total, letting the spine respond naturally. On the final round, opening to the left and pause. If it feels accessible, bend your right knee and reach back to capture your foot, and broadening across the collarbones. As you exhale, release the foot and thread your left arm under the right. Lift your hips as you rotate, turning the torso to face to the back of the mat. Think of 2 opposing directions, hips drawing toward the crown and the right arm reaching across the space. Pause and breathe. If you like to explore further, begin to lift your heels slowly, allowing more weight to move into the left palm. Keep the shoulder organized and the core engaged. Take one more inhale. Exhale, bend your right knee, rotate the right foot out, and arrive in extended side angle. Reach actively through the top arm, creating long line from the heel to the fingertips. Stay for a few steady breaths. Inhale, rise up into Warrior 2, left knee bent, right arm extended, facing the top of the mat. Allow the pelvis to settle so the spine lifts naturally. Extend through both arms, shoulders relaxed. Palms can face up or down. Inhale, lift into crescent lunge. Find a sense of steadiness here. Strong legs, balanced posture, even breathing. Take one more inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, move into revolve crescent. Press firmly through both feet to support the rotation. Press the right palm into the mat to stabilize the base. Keeping the chest open and neck relaxed. Release the left hand behind the back. Inhale, rise into exalted warrior. Pause and breathe. As you settle, notice the strength in the legs, the support of the core, and the openness across the front of the body. Release the right hand and rotate the torso to face the top of the mat. Bind the hands behind the lower back. Inhale, lift into gentle back bend. If it feels supportive, soften the back knee slightly to allow more space through the chest. Slowly return to neutral and lower the back heel. Turn the right foot out about 45 degrees and fold forward into humble warrior, moving slowly and with control. Let the legs carry the weight. Allow the shoulders drop away from the ears. Breathe steadily and stay for a few moments. Release the hands, shift into Skandasana, sinking the hips towards the left heel. Let the chest open and allow the arms to widen and the breath stay calm. Remain steady here. From Skandasana, rotate the torso and transition back into lizard pose. You may lower the right knee to the mat if that feels supportive. Stay upright or bend the elbows and lower the chest closer to the ground. Pause. Let depth arrive in its own time. When you're ready, lift the back knee again. Thread your left arm under the left leg. Bring the torso lower and shift the weight forward. If it's available, lift both arms away from the mat, challenging the legs and the core. Stay grounded through the base. Another option is to find a bind behind the back, deepening the connection without rushing the transition. To take a practice a little further, you are welcome to explore Super Soldier as an option. Plant the right hand firmly into the mat, fingers spread wide, walking the right foot in slightly to assist. Keep your left knee hugged in and the right leg active and engaged. As the weight settles into the left foot, lift your right leg, engaging the glutes and the thighs, while the core draws in for support. If it feels accessible, bend the right knee and reach the left hand upward to capture the foot. Again, this is totally optional. Choose the variation that allows you to stay connected to your breath and feel composed. Release the right foot back. Plant both palms under the shoulders. Inhale, transition into side plank. Choose your variation or do exact the same thing as the other side. Supported, full, or star side plank. Press firmly through the right palm, engage the core, and lift the hips upward. Let the shape feel stable and spacious, not forced. Hold for a few breaths. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, flow through your own vinyasa. Returning to downward facing dog. Now let the sequence move continuously, following the rhythm of your breath. Inhale, lift your right leg high into three-leg dog. Exhale, step forward into low lunge. Inhale, open the chest to the right. Exhale, glide the elbow toward the mat. Inhale, open again, finding more space. Exhale, thread your right arm under. Inhale, lift your hips, rotating toward the back of the mat. Exhale, arrive in extended side angle. Inhale, rise into warrior 2. Exhale, steady the balance. Inhale, lift into crescent lunge. Exhale, twist into revolve crescent. Release the right hand behind the lower back. Inhale, open into exalted warrior. Exhale, release the left hand down. Inhale, open the chest, moving into a back bend. Exhale, fold into humble warrior. Release the hands. Inhale. Exhale, move through Skandasana. Rotate the torso and return to laser pose at the top of the mat. Inhale, find your version of side plank. Exhale, flow through high to low plank. Back to down dog. From here, transition smoothly to the other side. Inhale, left leg high into three-leg dog. Exhale, step forward into a low lunge. Inhale, rotate chest open to the left. Exhale, draw the elbow down toward the mat. Inhale, open again, finding more space through the ribs. Exhale, thread the left arm under the right. Inhale, lift the hips, spiraling the body toward the back of the mat. Exhale, settle into extended side angle. Inhale, rise into warrior 2. Exhale, steady the stance. Inhale, lift into crescent lunge. Exhale, rotate into revolve crescent. Release the left hand behind the lower back. Inhale, open into exalted warrior. Exhale, lower the right hand down. Inhale, lift and open the chest, finding the back bend. Exhale, fold into humble warrior. Release the hands. Inhale. Exhale, move through Skandasana. Rotate the torso and return to laser pose at the top of the mat. Inhale, find your version of side plank. Exhale, flow through high to low plank. Reset in downward facing dog. From down dog, begin to ripple the spine forward, rolling through the torso and lift into upper facing dog, then slowly lower the body all the way down to the mat. Butterfly the arms, bring the fingertips behind the ears. Inhale. On your exhale, lift your chest into cobra. Inhale, lower. Exhale, higher. Inhale for 2. Exhale for 2. Continue at your own pace for 5 to 8 rounds, or as many as your body is asking for today. Stay attentive to the sensation. Lift only as long as it feels supportive. When you're ready, slowly release the chest back down. You might gently sway the legs from side to side, allowing the lower back to soften and reset. Pause here and breathe. Take an inhale, lift your upper body up. As you exhale, shift the weight back and come into a seated position. Roll down through the hips, lengthen the spine upward. Let the shoulders soften and release. From here, begin to lift your legs into boat pose. You might keep the shin parallel to the floor or extend your legs long, reaching through the heels. Another option to lightly hold the big toes, maintaining length through the spine. Use the core to support the balance, rather than gripping through the shoulders. Take a slow, steady breath here. Stay lifted but composed. When you're ready, release the legs, slowly lower the torso down into ball pose. Hug the thighs in toward the chest, letting the body soften and the spine release. Pause and breathe. Lower the feet down to the mat, keeping the knees bent. Stack the right ankle on top of the left thigh and gently draw the left thigh in toward the chest for figure 4. You can gently wiggle the ankles, or if it feels supportive, extend the left leg long to stretch through the left hamstring. After a few steady breaths, let both legs drop to the left for a supine twist. Allow the shoulders to soften and let the gaze turn to the right. Stay here and breathe. When you're ready, come back to center. Cross the left ankle over your right thigh and draw the right thigh in toward the chest, coming into figure 4 on the other side. You might gently move through the ankles, or if it feels comfortable, extend the right leg long. After a few calm breaths, let both legs fall to the right for a supine twist. Allow the weight of the body to settle and let the gaze drift to the left. Remain here. Breathe steadily. Gently come back to center and set up for reclined bound angle pose. Let the knees fall open and allow the body to settle into the mat. From a reclined bound angle pose, bring the knees back together. Extend the legs long and allow the feet to fall open. Let the arms rest by your sides, palms facing up or down, whatever feels natural. Make any final adjustments so the body can be fully at ease. Then allow yourself to be still in Savasana. As you rest, bring your attention to the lower belly, the hips, and the pelvis. Today's practice focused on the Sacral Chakra, the center of the fluid movement, creativity, and adaptability. Notice what is present now, perhaps more ease through the hips, a smoother quality to your breath, or a sense of continuity through the spine and the body. If this practice supported you today, you are welcome to subscribe for more intentional breath-like flows designed to build strength, mobility, and a balance over time. When you're ready to return, begin to deepen the breath. Feel the support of the mat beneath you. Take a full inhale and a slow exhale. Take your time rolling onto your side. And slowly come up to a comfortable seated position. Bring the hands together at your heart. Thank you for watching and thank you for coming. Namaste.